Okay, all right. So there is something which I also noted. God actually knows your routine. God knows what you do on a daily basis. He knows you very well. If you read verse 15, you hear God telling Moses, go to Pharaoh in the morning when he goes out to the water. So actually God knows that at this point in time you are doing 1, 2 and 3. At this point in time you are doing 1, 2 and 3. And you know what? There is a day when he is going to orchestrate an encounter for you. So either you are doing good or you are doing bad at a certain point in time. Pharaoh, every day in the morning, he went to the river. God knew that, okay? And when God actually wanted to address Pharaoh, he sent Moses to Pharaoh in the morning when he went to the river. You see now? So it's quite possible that some of the things which you had adopted, the habits which you had adopted, they were customs now. That prayer routine, I don't know what you were doing, that fasting routine once a week, those things, they were now, and God was seeing it. And I'm telling you, one of these days, God would actually instruct an angel and say, go and meet this my daughter, go and meet this my son in the morning, 12 midnight, as he is praying. Go and meet this my daughter on Wednesday as he is fasting. Go and meet this my daughter on Sunday as he is going to church. So you breaking and being inconsistent is actually something which is working against you, because our God is a God who works with the people who are a people of consistency. I just need to highlight this one. It's really important. It's really important. Okay, keep to your routines. Keep to your routines. Pray for consistency, grace to be consistent, even in prayer, even in word study. Let him continue to find you in that place each and every day. As you continue to do that, you are going to see that it reaps great results and great rewards. Even the apostles told us that they continuously, they pressed in the doctrine of the apostles, they continued to press even in prayer, the mystery of the word. So those are things which they continue to do occasionally. And you would hear that they even had an hour of prayer. And things were happening even at that hour of prayer. Peter and John were coming from the mountain at the hour of prayer when they met that lame guy, and they actually raised him. So you see that even power is made available because you are a person of consistency, and because you continue to commune God regularly and frequently and consistently. You actually have that habit. You are going to experience a shift in your life. All right. Okay, that's enough for today. So you get to see now that there is something about speaking. God had already told Moses what was supposed to happen, but there is something which I was seeing. God would tell Moses, if you're going to go back a bit, maybe it's chapter 9, the last part of chapter 9. God is instructing Moses and saying, then you shall say to Aaron, take your rod and cast it before Pharaoh, and let it become a serpent. Do you see the instruction there? God gave Moses instruction to tell these exact words to Aaron. So he was saying to Aaron, I want you to throw your rod down and let it become a serpent. And Aaron just followed the instruction. He threw down the rod, and the rod had the instruction from Moses' mouth, and that's how the rod became a serpent. Do you see that? Do you see how God actually operates with you? Even when He's dealing with your situation, do you see that you have to speak? Your keeping quiet might be the reason why that situation might seem like it's continuing to persist. Sometimes those situations are waiting for you to speak, and unfortunately, the only things which are coming out of your mouth are negative things. You are so that kind of my God, this is not the only time, by the way. If we go just a bit down, maybe verse 19 there, let's look at verse 19. Then the Lord spoke to Moses, say to Aaron, take your rod and stretch out your hand over the waters of Egypt, over their streams, over their rivers, over their points, and over all their pools, and over all the pools of water, that they may become blood. And there shall be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in buckets of wood and in pitchers of stone. So this was Moses' instruction. This was exactly what he was supposed to say. Him saying it, that Aaron, stretch your hand over all the pools, all the rivers and everything. That would happen. And Moses was also given his own instruction, strike the waters, and he would do it. So do you see how God was relating with Moses and how Moses was relating with Aaron? An instruction from God to Moses, and Moses doing it, that instruction would just happen as God would have instructed it. So it means that the elements of the world, they are actually listening to what God is saying, and they are also listening to what you are saying. So when God was saying, Moses, go and strike the water in front of Pharaoh, and it shall become blood. When Moses went and struck the water knew that the Lord had said it should become blood, and it became blood. Then Moses was given instruction by God to tell Aaron what to do, and by him saying it, the situation would also be listening to you, because you were given that power to dominate. You were given that power. God has made you a priest. God has made you even a God. Okay? So I hope you got that one. Your words have power. If you didn't know it, your words actually have power. Start to speak positively. Start to speak life where life is deserved. Start to speak death where death is deserved. You have that power in your mouth to pull down, to actually build, to construct, and to even demolish. You have a power in your mouth to plant, and you have a power in your mouth to uproot. So be careful of the things which you are uprooting. Be careful of the things which you are planting even in your life. Be very, very careful. Sometimes you speak things which are negative and you are experiencing the results. Your life will become the report card of things which you have been speaking, okay? So be very careful on this one. God bless you.